Is trying to be a teacher, parent, spouse, housekeeper, and chef becoming a little too much? I can help you with that. Today I'm talking about you and how to keep you sane during this overwhelming moment in your life. But first, please remember to hit like so other parents who are struggling with these same issues can find this video. And remember, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments and I will get back to you. Now, even under the best of circumstances, it's hard to transition from public schooling to schooling at home. In the beginning, it's very normal to have moments of freak out, especially now when we're all cooped up together with this stay-at-home orders. You're spending all this time together and you're getting to know your children in a more intimate way, and they're getting to know you too. Your habits annoy them just as much as their habits annoy you. They don't clean up after themselves. They disregard your authority. The walls are closing in on everyone. I know. We are no good to our kids if we are falling apart ourselves. So just know that you can find peace at home. First, I'd like to address a few insecurities that you may be feeling about educating your child. That's its own set of worries, right? So it's perfectly normal to be afraid and overwhelmed. This is new to you. You didn't train for this. Heck, you didn't even ask for this. Maybe you weren't good in school yourself and you feel like you can't explain the material to them. Again, perfectly normal. They did change the math for elementary school. Also, if you have somebody in a higher grade, maybe you weren't good at calculus or physics yourself. What are you supposed to do? This is all perfectly normal. The school can help. Let them help you. Ask the teachers for help if you have to. You might be thinking you'll ruin your child's future. It's very normal to think that. I'm telling you, you won't. The fact that you care enough to even worry about it means you won't let it happen. You are not alone. Everyone else is in the same situation right now, and it's going to be fine. The schools understand. The second half of this semester has been awful for everyone. The second thing I'd like to address is that it is perfectly normal for parents beginning to school at home to cry or to wake up at night worrying. This is an adjustment period for your kids, but for you too. Your household daily routines are disrupted for everyone. You have new financial stressors, and the technology can be very frustrating for everyone. And let's just address the elephant in the room. You're getting really sick of each other at this point. Well, I can't make your home bigger. I can't help with your finances or be your IT guy. That would be my husband. But I hope to help you adjust to your new circumstances. Most of us right now are feeling anxiety, frustration, worry, and restlessness. And it's all caused by the uncertainty of the situation and the confinement that we're experiencing right now. I'm going to talk about some coping skills that you're going to say, oh, I've heard of that already. But it's really important that you actually use them right now. As parents, we know what we should be doing to take care of ourselves, but we rarely do it. I'm asking you right now that you actually take some of these skills I'm going to give you and try and use them. It will help, I promise. So you're going to need to carve out some time for yourself each day. You may be able to carve some time out before the kids wake up or after they go to bed, of course, depending on the child or the age of the child. Take a few times each day and remove yourself from the rest of the family. Only for 10 or 15 minutes, it can make a world of difference. It will keep you level-headed. Now, before I get into these, I want to remind you that you should never leave a young child unattended. Use your best judgment, but make sure they are safe. Now, I'm sure you've heard of these, as I said, but these are ways of distressing, and they are worth repeating. And please remember, pick one. Just pick one and try and use it. I'm sure you're going to see a difference. Okay, the first is sit outside. Sometimes a different view can really change your perspective and your mood along with it. So try and just get out of your front door or back door for 10 or 15 minutes a couple times a day. Or take a walk. Exercise is a great stress reliever, and also some time away can never hurt. Walk the dog. The dog can be your excuse. Walk a neighbor's dog if you need the excuse. If you have an older person living in your neighborhood, maybe offer to walk their dog. All right. Another one is to meditate or pray or just breathe. Even if it's just for 30 seconds, breathing in and out slowly can calm you down and recenter you. Maybe listen to music. Use headphones and close your eyes. You could be anywhere in the world. Put in music to that concert you went to when you were younger. Close your eyes and remember being there. Again, you only need 10 or 15 minutes. It's a wonderful tool. Dance. You can dance. Crank up those tunes and start dancing. Yeah, the kids are going to laugh. But you know what? They need to laugh too. It's going to help them too. Maybe they'll join you. Teach them dances you used to do when you were young and try and learn the dances that they're doing now. That should be fun. Spud out in front of the TV is another one. Or better yet, put your family in front of the TV and go off and do something for yourself. You could cook, organize, clean, read, surf the internet, garden, scrapbook, craft. Think about something you used to love and you haven't had time to do, and do it. Or maybe something that you wanted to try that you haven't had time to try. Now is a great time to do that. Remember, you are modeling coping strategies for your children. These things are going to help you, but they're going to help your children in the long run too. They don't just learn what you tell them. They are way more likely to learn by watching what you do. Show them healthy ways that they can cope with stress, fear, and frustration. You have the tools. Please just remember to use them. But sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the intense emotions of an argument or when frustration levels rise very quickly. As parents, we've all experienced this. Children will test you. Now, here's some strategies that I have either used myself or heard others use in the heat of the moment. Now, these are what you would use if you need to remove yourself from the situation quickly before tempers can go too far. Lock yourself in the bathroom. Yes, I've used this one. Take a few moments and calm down, breathe, cry, whatever you've got to do, whatever works for you, and release that hot emotion. Bathrooms are a sanctuary for parents in the heat of the moment. Put a Post-it on the mirror reminding you to breathe or to remember that you love your family and you can get through this, or that this moment will pass. Maybe tell the kids and or your partner to stay in their room for 15 minutes. Hopefully they'll find something else to do and forget what they were fighting about in the first place. It's happened. Or better yet, put yourself on a mommy timeout. Put yourself in a room for 15 minutes. Take the time to use a coping strategy to calm you down. When they come looking for you, tell them you're on a timeout and you're thinking about your behavior. You'll come out when your time is up. Heck, set a timer for 15 minutes if that helps them to leave you alone. I've done that too, and it does work. Or, well, look at that. It's suddenly time for my bath or shower. Maybe cry in the shower where they can't hear you, or calm down and breathe in a nice warm bath. It may not be perfect, but it is effective. Sometimes we just need to cry it out, especially nowadays. Remember, the goal here is to get away from the situation and reset so that you can get back out there with a calm perspective and help the children deal with their own emotions. Remember, you're never going to leave a young child unattended. I want everyone out there to be safe. Use your best judgment. You love your children, and so give yourself a break, literally. And forgive yourself if you lose your temper. You're only human, and you aren't the first parent to lose their temper, and you're not going to be the last. If you do fall apart in front of the kids, use it as a learning situation for them. When you're calm, apologize and talk to them about what you were feeling and how you could have handled it better. It's good for them to know that people are capable of making mistakes and fixing them no matter what age. We continue to grow as adults too, and they need to know that. It's important to remember that even a little change in your behavior can have ripple effects throughout your home. The goal is to make those ripples go in the right direction. Rather than feeding the negative emotions, practice some self-care and coping strategies and feed the positive ones. We're going to stay open to personal growth while we're all inside together. You and them. You can use this time to learn a lot about yourself. But remember, your children will learn a lot about you too. It's inevitable. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We can't hide it from them. They can't hide it from us. This is what happens to families on the wonderful journey to homeschooling. You become closer to each other. It's really a good thing. Remember, the goal is to have a happy, loving home for yourself and your family. You can do this. I know you can. If you found this video helpful, please hit like so more parents can find it. Subscribe if you'd like, and hit the bell if you want to be notified when new episodes are added. And remember, if you have any questions for me, please put them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them. So till next time, I'm Wendy, and from my family here at Creative Moxie, remember to hang in there and be kind to each other.